Hello everybody, ATP back in another video. Oh boy, Jannik Sinner has just won his 8th title in 2024. Jannik Sinner has just won his 6th big title in 2024. Jannik Sinner has just won his first ATP Tour Finals title in his career. And not for sure. Jannik Sinner has just showed to the entire world, not that he didn't before, he showed it even more why he is the world number one, why he has finished the year as the world number one. Jannik Sinner has sent the message to the entire world that I am a player, that I am the man to beat. If somebody wants to win the titles, they need to go through me. It doesn't matter if you beat Zverev, doesn't matter if you beat Medvedev. You need to beat Jannik Sinner, and I'm talking about Fritz, of course. Fritz who defeated Medvedev in the group stage. Fritz who defeated Zverev in the semifinals. Fritz couldn't defeat Jannik Sinner in the final. And are we surprised? Are we surprised? Of course not. And some of you in my videos, and you know who I'm talking about, Michael, who by the way is a big, huge Novak Djokovic fan, which is of course okay to be, but sometimes he doesn't give credit to other players because he's so biased towards Novak Djokovic. This channel is about being fair. This channel is about being fair as much as possible. Here we are not biased towards anyone. We are unbiased here. All right. It is no problem liking, loving, cheering for a particular player. No problem at all. But that doesn't mean that you should close the eyes for other players' greatness, other players' skill set, etc., etc., etc. Because you also have said that Jannik Sinner is a better version of Thomas Berdych, which is not the case. Jannik Sinner should not be compared with Thomas Berdych at all. Thomas Berdych has never won a Grand Slam title in his career. Thomas Berdych has played only one Grand Slam final in his career. A final 14 years ago at Wimbledon 2010, which he lost in straight sets against Rafael Nadal. All right. Jannik Sinner, man, what a player, what a season, a legendary season Jannik Sinner has done. He has become the first player, the third player who has won Australian Open and US Open and ATP Tour Finals in history. The other two are Federer and Djokovic. Now the third one has not Jannik Sinner became. And then Jannik Sinner also has become the first player in 38 years. Yeah, you heard it right. 8 years to win the ATP Tour Finals without dropping one single set. Last time a player won the ATP Tour Finals without dropping one single set was Ivan Lendl back in 1986. 38 years later, Jannik Sinner does the exactly same achievement. And if this was not enough, neither of the sets has gone to a tiebreak. He has won all the sets before the set has even gone to 5. He has defeated his opponents 6-4, 6-3, and under that, not over 6-4. So, and against Fritz, he gave Fritz the exactly same beatdown. I can't call it a beatdown, but he was never in trouble, Sinner. Never. He defeated Sinner in the group stage, 6-4, 6-4. Jannik Sinner defeats Fritz in the final, 6-4, 6-4 as well. Exactly like I actually predicted before the final. And I can't believe that some, especially you, Michael, you wrote in my yesterday videos, you never know, the match needs to be played, everything can happen, and blah, blah, blah. All right, I respect that you give chance to opponents, but you have to watch tennis and analyze tennis, and what does Fritz do better than Sinner? What does Fritz do better than Sinner? Does he have better forehand than Sinner? Does he have better backhand than Sinner? Does he have better returns than Sinner? Does he move better than Sinner? Is he better at the net? Is he better than Sinner at the net? No! Neither is he better from the baseline than Sinner. No. Is he more clutch than Sinner? No. The only thing that Fritz can come up and say, in this department, maybe am better than you, Jannik Sinner, in the serving department. Maybe Fritz has a slightly better serve, but not even that, he was better in this match. Not even that. Or what do you say? Sinner fired 14 aces and 0 double faults. Compare that with Fritz, who did 8 aces and 2 double faults. So even in the serving department, Sinner was outplaying Fritz. So if Fritz cannot win the serve battle, how in hell will he win the match? Of course, he didn't do. Yeah, what can we say? What can we say about the match? Sinner does 14 aces, 0 double faults. He lands 71% first serve sin. He won 83% on his first serve. He won 63% on his second serve. He broke his Fritz serve 2 times out of 6 break point opportunities that he had. 1 time in the first set, 1 time in the second set. Sinner created 4 break point opportunities in the first set and converts in 1 of them. Sinner creates 2 break point opportunities in the second set and converts in 1 of them. Bam, bam. That's all you needed. Two breaks. 1 in the first set, 1 in the second set, 6-4, 6-4. And Sinner does unbelievably 28 winners and only 9 unforced errors. Sinner doesn't even do double-digit unforced errors. Not even double-digit unforced errors. He does 19 more winners than unforced errors. 19! And all in all in the match, Sinner won 63 points in the entire match. How was Fritz's numbers? Fritz does 8 aces, like I said, 2 double faults. He lands actually really high percentage of first serves, 75%. So he lands actually higher percentage of first serve than Sinner. But doesn't matter. He doesn't find the lines. He doesn't find the spots. He doesn't do the same damage behind his serve, behind his first serve, like Sinner does. And that's why Fritz won 70% behind his first serve. Compare that with Sinner, who won 83% behind his first serve. You see the huge difference here? So, despite Fritz landing more first serve than Sinner, Fritz won much less points behind his first serve, with 70% in winning points behind his first serve. Won 60% of the points behind his second serve. That was more even Steven, because Sinner won 63% behind his second serve. Fritz won 60% behind his second serve. So in winning point behind his second serve, Fritz was giving Sinner a run for his money, but not when it comes to win points behind his first serve. And Fritz didn't break Sinner's serve once, not even once the entire match. He actually created only 1 breakpoint opportunity, which was in the first set, and Sinner, of course, saved that. That was the only breakpoint opportunity that Fritz created in the entire match, which was in the first set. In the second, he didn't create any, 0. So that was it. And when it comes to and Fritz did 20 winners and 15 unforced errors. So he actually does 5 more wins than unforced errors. Taylor Fritz, and all in all in the match, Taylor won 54 points. So Jannik won only 9 more points than Taylor Fritz the entire match, because Jannik won 63 points the entire match. Fritz won 54 points the entire match. So actually, Fritz didn't do a bad match. He really didn't. That is what is really scary with Sinner. Fritz was not doing a bad match whatsoever. It was not like he defeated himself whatsoever. It was not like he went out on the court and just played a horrible match. Absolutely not. He did a good match. He has a higher percentage of first serves. He won many points behind his first serve, which was 70% winning points behind his first serve, which is pretty high. And especially, he won a lot of points behind his second serve, which was 60%. And he does more winners than first errors, which was 20 winners and 15 first errors. But what can he do when he faces a beast mode Jannik Sinner? Jannik Sinner was flawless. Jannik Sinner was ruthless. Jannik Sinner was in a beast mode. He wanted to demonstrate to the entire world, he wanted to demonstrate in his last match of the season that here you will see, and here I will prove to you all why I am the best player in the world. Here I will show you to you all why I will win 8 titles with this title in Turin tonight, and why I won 2 majors this year, and why I won 3 Master 1000 titles this year. And I want to crown my season by winning the ATP Tour Finals for the first time in my career. And all in all, Jannik Sinner has won 70 matches in the entire season, most of all the players, and has lost only 6. And 3 of them has come to the same opponent, which is of course called Alcaraz. And I believe that in this next season and in the years to come, Jannik Sinner's biggest threat is called Alcaraz. It is not these 90 players lost generation, because the players that are born in the 90s, I've done videos on the past, you guys have seen it, know what I'm talking about. Players that are born in the 90s is the biggest lost generation of all time. And Jannik Sinner will not have troubles against them. Zverev is showing some good signs. He has won 2 Masters this year, Rome and Paris Masters. But when it comes to the crunch moments, when the chips are down, I'm not trusting Zverev. For Zverev to make me believe in him as a major champion in the years to come, I need to see it to believe it when it comes in his case. So I will never have Zverev as my #1 favorite coming into a Grand Slam tournament. Never. I believe that he will go to the final here before the event started, because you all know that you know which player I had as my #1 pick here. Of course, it was Jannik Sinner. It was not any long shot having him as the #1 player to win this tournament. He is the best player in the world, especially indoors, especially hard courts, both hard court indoors and outside, and hard court outside. And hard court outdoors. So it was not any long shot having Jannik Sinner as a #1 favorite to win this tournament. But I believe that Sinner will face Zverev in that final and not Fritz. But we all know that Fritz defeated Zverev in that semifinal. So as long as Zverev is not showing great results in the biggest tournament, yeah, he has won 2 Masters this year. We know that, all right? But he wants to win the majors. He doesn't want to go down as the greatest tennis player of all time who has not won a Grand Slam title, because that will be the case for sure. If he doesn't win a major, Zverev, in his career, he for sure will go down as the greatest tennis player of all time, without any shadow of a doubt, who has never won a major. So anyway, Sinner's biggest threat is not these lost generation players that are born in the 90s. Zverev, Tsitsipas, Medvedev, Berrettini, Ruud, Kyrgios, Dimitrov, Shapovalov, you name it, baby. I've probably forgotten someone. It is not them. It is called Alcaraz. And some of you will say, but you will not mention Novak Djokovic, the greatest tennis player of all time. Of course, Novak Djokovic is still around, but Novak Djokovic is 37 freaking years old. 37 freaking years old. Don't forget that. And Novak Djokovic has won only 1 tournament this year, which was the Olympic gold medal. And Novak Djokovic has not defeated Jannik Sinner for over 1 year. Over 1 year. The matches that Djokovic defeated Jannik Sinner was when Jannik Sinner was not this beast mode. It was that when Jannik Sinner was not in this was when Jannik Sinner was not in this consistency machine like he has become the last 15 months. What impresses so most with Jannik Sinner is that he has the whole package. He has the forehand, he has the backhand, he has the returns, he has the pinpoint serving, he has improved his serve tremendously. In the past, he has always had the power. In the past, he didn't have the spots. He now has also improved his spot serving. You could just see the match against Fritz earlier tonight. He was having so many easy putaways when he has landed his first serve on the spots, on the lines, with great spot serving, and in the third shot he has just put it away the ball. Why? Because who did the damage? It was his spot serving who did the damage. And if this was not enough, something that he doesn't get a lot of credit. I have not heard many tennis analysts talk about that, and I will talk about that now. His absolutely murderous defensive skills. You know how hard it is to hit through him? He doesn't get a lot of credit for his defensive skills. He is so hard hitting through. He is very, very fast despite being this tall that he is. It is so hard hitting through him. He has unbelievable defensive skills, and he can turn it around and from defense to offense in a couple of seconds. In a couple of seconds, he can turn the point from defense to offense, and he can hurt you immediately. And then also we have the power. The power he gets a lot of credit for. He has huge power from both forehand and backhand, so he can do a lot of damage with his both wings. So if it is hard hitting through him, and if you give him short balls, you are toast. You are toast. He will say to you, "Hasta la vista, baby. I'll take you down to Chinatown. Thank you very much for giving me these short balls. I'm killing you now immediately." So, and you need to do your match of your life. And another huge difference between, if I can say a difference between Sinner and Alcaraz, if I say like this, Alcaraz's highest level is higher than Sinner's. At least according to me. You guys don't know if you agree or not. If Alcaraz plays absolutely his best, he beats Sinner's best. But Alcaraz is not as consistent as Sinner. Alcaraz can beat himself. To beat Alcaraz, you don't need to play your match of your life. You don't, because he will help you on the way with a lot of unforced errors. Because Alcaraz, he reminds me like Roger Federer. Alcaraz is a shot maker. He is a shot maker. He's a player who does a lot of winners, and he does a great winners, beautiful winners. He has great shot making skills. So, but when you have that kind of player, he plays more of a low percentage of tennis, calls Alcaraz. Sinner reminds me of Djokovic, a more powerful version of Djokovic. He doesn't remind me of Berdych at all. Those guys who say that Sinner is a better version of Berdych, they don't know a damn thing about tennis. Sinner is a more powerful version of Novak Djokovic. He plays close to the baseline. He has great returns. He plays high percentage of tennis a la Djokovic. He doesn't play low percentage of tennis. Time to time, he can play low percentage of tennis. Absolutely. He can pull the trigger. He can go down the line. He can play flat. Absolutely. But in a bigger picture, Sinner doesn't play low percentage tennis. Sinner plays high percent of tennis. He has great hands. He has great defensive skills. He's great from a baseline. He reminds me so much about Djokovic. So to be able to beat Sinner, you need to do your match of your life. Your match of your life. You see, Fritz was not bad tonight. Fritz played good, great mode level tonight. Good, great mode level. He really did. You could just see his numbers. But he didn't even take one set. He didn't even break Sinner's serve. Why? Because Sinner, he's just a completely different animal. At least for now. Let's see how long he can sustain this level. But for sure, at the current moment, he is on a scary level, Jannik Sinner. So there you have the difference between Sinner and Alcaraz. Alcaraz can beat himself with a lot of unforced errors because he plays more low percentage of tennis. a la Novak, a la Roger Federer. Sinner, he never defeats himself, at least not the last 15 months he has not done. He plays more high percentage tennis a la Novak Djokovic. And there you have the biggest difference between between Sinner and between Alcaraz. So, big congratulations to Jannik Sinner, of course, the player of the year. This is not even a discussion, for winning his first ever ATP Tour Finals in his career, and for sure not his last either. For winning his 8th title of the 2024 season, and for winning his 18th title of his career. So big congrats to Jannik Sinner. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace!